ఇది దౌలెవలో ఇది పనిచేస్తుంది
మౌస్ నే కలుపుకోండి. మౌస్ కలుపుకోండి.
Good morning, students. Today's class is agricultural poisons. So my objective is at the end of this lecture, you should be able to learn what are the agricultural poisons and their effects in the body and their signs and symptoms and their management. How to treat the poisonous case. In your general considerations, I told you how to treat a poisonous case and specific poisonous case also how to treat. The management of the poisonous case and its treatment. General management, supportive management and antidote therapy all should you be able to know after the end of this class. So agricultural poisons, these are pesticides and pyrethroids, pyrethrins like that. These are most commonly, these are agricultural pesticides. So more than 1,000 chemical poisons are present in our daily life. Those used as pesticides and insecticides, rodenticides, herbicides, nematicides, ascaricides, all those are comes under agricultural poisons. I think you are audible. So among agricultural poisons, these poisons according to their toxicity, these are divided into the following groups. Classification depending on the toxicity, virtually harmless. These virtually harmless poisons are peroxyacid acid plant hormones, copper oxides, fungicides, orchid fungicides, petroleum-based orchid insecticides, orchid herbicides. These are all the virtually harmless agriculture poisons. Compared to harmless, sulfuric acid 20% sulfuric acid as weed killer, sodium chlorate as herbicide. Mildly toxic. Fluorinated hydrocarbons, insecticides, example DDT, gamaxin, aldrin, dieldrin, all these are mildly toxic agricultural poisons. Highly toxic poisons are arsenical compounds, nicotine, hydrocyanic acid, dinitro compounds, and organic polyphosphates. So according to the toxicity, these are divided as virtually harmless, comparatively harmless, mildly toxic, and highly toxic. According to nature and composition of the agricultural poison, these are classified again as insecticides of vegetable origin. These are nicotine and pyrethrins. Pyrethrins you all know, all out, knockout, all those are insect repellents or insect killers. Chemical insecticides or chemical insecticides of inorganic in origin, phosphorus and compounds of antimony. These are inorganic, and synthetic organic chemical insecticides. These are phosphate esters. Under this only main agricultural poisons comes under. These are very, very useful, and these will be comes as a essay question or short note question or ultra short note question in your theory part of view. These are very, very important. So phosphate esters, that means organophosphorus compounds, carbamates and fluorinated hydrocarbons. So among these, organophosphorus poisoning is very, very important. This will be more useful. So please hear and understand what the organophosphorus poisoning is. So this will comes as an essay question or short note question in your theory point of view. Organophosphorus compounds are erroneously used as organophosphates because of the short term organophosphorus compounds are many persons used as organophosphates, but it is not correct. You should use as organophosphorus compounds. These are the esters of phosphoric acid. I told you in the inorganic irritant poisoning, the phosphorus, while I am telling the phosphorus poisoning, I told you the esters of the phosphoric acid. These esters of the phosphoric acid are comes under organophosphorus compounds. These constitutes two compounds. One is alkyl phosphates. The examples are HETP, hexaethyl tetraphosphate, TEPP, tetraethyl pyrophosphate, OMTA, diene-phox, isophosphox. These are all the alkyl phosphates and aryl phosphate. Two groups of organophosphorus compounds, alkyl phosphates and aryl phosphates. Classification is important. Parathion, pyroxan, methyl parathion, chlorothion, digen. These are all insecticides. You all know the all out and comes under parathion, dialtrin. All those are the aryl phosphates. So what is the physical appearance of this organophosphorus compound? These are found as dust and liquids and also as granules. These fatal doses are these are all extremely toxic. 50 mg per kg to 500 mg per kg is toxic. Fatal grade within 24 hours if untreated. Within 10 days if treatment is not successful. Complete recovery in 10 days if early treatment is possible. So what is the metabolism, absorption of the organophosphorus compound? It will be absorbed through dermal route, through ingestion and inhalation, and also injection. So mainly three routes of absorption is there: dermal contact, through skin, through mucous membrane, and also oral injection and also inhalation. Among these three routes of absorption, inhalation poisoning is more rapid than the ingestion poisoning. Next is ingestion, and then is thirdly it is dermal route. Metabolism occurs in the liver, and detoxification occurs via cytochrome 450 monooxidase. The aryl phosphates, the aryl organophosphorus compounds require liver activation to become toxic. So excretion of these metabolites occur in the urine. What is the mode of action of organophosphorus compounds? These organophosphorus compounds usually mixed with water or Aromax, a solvent like Aromax, which gives the kerosene-like smell while the observing or treating the poisonous organophosphorus compounds poisonous patient. While you are treating that case, you observe the kerosene-like smell. This kerosene-like smell comes from the Aromax. It is a solvent. These organophosphorus compounds have dust and granules. Some solvent is required to mix them and to spray the forms. So what is the action? The action is very, very important in your theory question. Normally, so here properly and catch the points. So what is the action? Acetylcholine, normally in our body, acetylcholine is produced at the bionuclear junction. It acts as the neurotransmitter at the synapses, and it is hydrolyzed into choline and acetic acid spontaneously by cholinesterase enzyme. This cholinesterase enzyme present in the membranes and cytoplasm of the many cells and also red cells. This cholinesterase enzyme is divided into pseudocholinesterase and true cholinesterase. True cholinesterase is seen in red cells and nervous tissue and skeletal muscle, and pseudocholinesterase is found in plasma, liver, heart, pancreas, and brain. So organophosphorus compounds, while ingested by a person, either suicide or homicide or accidental inhalation of poisoning while spraying in the farms, these organophosphorus compounds are potent inhibitors of the acetylcholinesterase enzyme. These inhibitors, antagonistic action of the organophosphorus compounds, binds the serine moiety or the phosphate moiety of the acetylcholinesterase enzyme and inactivate it, so that the hydrolysis of the acetylcholine is inhibited by the organophosphorus compounds by a process called hydrolysis or phosphorylation. This inactivation is done by the phosphorylation. This phosphorylation is a mechanism of not reversible. So the action is permanent and the symptoms are very toxic. So this After binding it to the cholinesterase enzyme, it inhibits, and so the hydrolysis is stopped, and the acetylcholine is not divided into acetic acid and choline. So the accumulation of the acetylcholine is more at the myoneural junctions, and the inactivation, due to the inactivation of the cholinesterase, due to the binding of the organophosphorus compounds. So as a result, phosphorylated cholinesterase loses, when the organophosphorus compounds binds the cholinesterase loses its alkyl group and permanently inactive. Due to this inhibition, acetylcholine is accumulated at the parasympathetic and sympathetic and somatic sites. This is the cause of neuropathy at neuromuscular junctions. So a proportion of the enzyme is inhibited by a single dose. That means if the person ingested a single dose or a small dose, it will be activated. But some remains permanently and inactivated the acetylcholinesterase and inhibits the hydrolysis of the acetylcholine. So phosphorylated acetylcholinesterase loses an alkyl group, I told you, and it inactivates, and these organophosphorus compounds are potent acetylcholine inhibitor, cholinesterase inhibitors. So organic phosphates inhibit acetylcholinesterase in all parts of the body, due to which the acetylcholine accumulates at the parasympathetic and sympathetic and somatic sites. So the activation of cholinesterase enzymes becomes irreversible after 24 to 36 hours, but if the dose is higher, then it will not be reversible. So it is irreversible, and mild poisoning occurs when the cholinesterase activity is 25 to 50% normal. This is mild poisoning. When the cholinesterase activity is reduced to 20 to 50% of normal, and moderate poisoning occurs when the activity is 10 to 20% normal. Severe poisoning when activity is less than 10% normal. So I told you the OP organophosphorus compounds are powerful inhibitors of choline carboxylic esterase enzymes, including the acetylcholinesterase, and this inhibition, as a result of inhibition of the cholinesterase compounds, the acetylcholine is not hydrolyzed and it will be accumulated at the myoneural junction, and it is the cause of symptoms. So signs and symptoms of the, so I told you the toxicokinetics, that means absorption through transdermal, transconjunctival inhalation across GI and GU mucosa, and injection. Manifestation within few minutes to few hours. Acute poisoning. Clinical feature. What are the signs and symptoms of these organophosphorus compounds poisoning? These signs and symptoms are similar to the poisoning of pilocarpine, physostigmine or muscarine, and acetylcholine. Low dose of acetylcholine. These constitute three types of poisoning. Number one is muscarine-like effects that affects the parasympathetic nervous system, and nicotine-like effects which affects the autonomic ganglia and somatic cells, and CNS depression. So these three types of signs and symptoms appear when a person ingested this or accidental poisoning occur with the organophosphorus poisonings. Nicotine-like stimulation followed by paralysis of, so one is muscarine-like effects. So these poisoning, before going to the each type of poisoning, I would like to tell you this depend on the these poisoning depend on the rate of absorption, rate of dose, and also between the balance between the muscarinic and nicotinic effects. Firstly, the involuntary muscles and the secretory glands are affected, and then the voluntary muscles and finally vital brain system centers are affected. Respiratory paralysis looks like a acute asthma, and it may resemble the chronic bronchial asthma. So signs and symptoms appears when cholinesterase activity of cholinesterase levels drops by 30 to 50% of normal activity. So then come to the detailed description of muscarinic-like effects. These muscarinic-like effects, these symptoms can be easily remembered by a acronym called SLUDGE, SLUDGE. SLUDGE. Number S is salivation, L is lacrimation, D is defecation, and G is gastrointestinal distress, and E is emesis. Sludge. It is very short notes, important short notes question. So muscarinic-like effects. These effects are post-ganglion parasympathetic action increases, and as a result, pupils and bronchial muscles, salivary and sweat glands stimulated, urinary bladder contracted, and muscarinic receptors for acetylcholine are found in the smooth muscles, heart, and exocrine secretions. Bronchial tree. Number 1 is bronchial tree. That means bronchial secretions increased, and secretions are increased. Dyspnea, cyanosis, pulmonary edema will develop. Number 2 is GIT. Symptoms are anorexia, salivation, nausea, vomiting, and pancreatitis may develop. Sweat glands. Number 3 is sweat glands. Increased salivation will develop. Salivary glands, increased salivation develops. Lacrimal, increased lacrimation will be produced. And CVS. Number 6, CVS, bradycardia, tachycardia, and arrhythmias, conduction blocks, and hypertension will be produced. Pupils. Most important sign is meiosis. Constitution of the pupils will be seen with the organophosphorus poisoning. Ciliary body, blurred vision will be seen. Urinary incontinence. The action of contraction of the urinary bladder produces urinary incontinence. So nicotine-like stimulation followed by paralysis of postganglionic and somatic and autonomous nervous system, causing twitching of the eyelids, tongue, and facial muscles, followed by neuromuscular block and paralysis. Nicotinic signs and symptoms result from accumulation of acetylcholine at the endings of the motor nerves at the skeletal muscles and autonomic ganglia. Central nervous system depression. So this is restlessness, emotional ability, headache, tremors, anxiety, drowsiness, confusion, slurred speech, ataxia, generalized weakness, coma, convulsions. Depression will be seen in central nervous system depression. So these are the 3 types of symptoms seen in organophosphorus poisoning. I told you all this. Nicotinic manifestations, striated muscles will be stimulated and contraction will be occurred, and paralysis will be seen. Sympathetic ganglia, hypertension, tachycardia, I told you all this. CNS manifestations, restlessness, emotional liability, headache, tremors, anxiety. All these are CNS depression. Those 3 types, muscarinic effects and nicotinic-like symptoms and CNS depression will be the cardinal signs and symptoms of the organophosphorus poisonings. And then, what is the mild poisoning? Cholinesterase activity is lowered to 20 to 50% of normal activity will produce mild poisoning, and in this mild poisoning, the signs are nausea, malaise, fatigue, minimal muscle weakness, and cramps. Moderate poisoning is seen when cholinesterase activity is reduced to 10 to 20% of normal activity, and when this moderate poisoning, sludge will be seen, and tremors, weakness, fasciculations of the muscles, confusion, lethargy, and anxiety will be seen. Sludge, I told you. Severe poisoning. Among, in addition to the sludge means salivation, lacrimation, urination, defecation, gastrointestinal distress, and emesis. In addition to the sludge, respiratory insufficiency, weakness, fasciculations, coma, paralysis, seizures, and autonomic dysfunction will be observed in severe case of poisoning. So bradycardia, AV conduction block will be seen. Porphyrinemia is the important sign of severe toxic sign of organophosphorus compounds. Porphyrinemia results in chromolacriuria. This is shedding of red tears from the lacrimal gland due to the stimulation of the lacrimal glands. This is the multi-MCQ. Chromolacriuria, that means shedding of the red tears from the lacrimal glands due to the accumulation of the porphyrin in the lacrimal gland. What is the intermediate syndrome? Intermediate syndrome, in some cases, after 1 to 4 days, the paralysis is characterized by motor nerve paralysis, weakness of neck flexor muscles and proximal limb muscles, and also seen respiratory paralysis due to prolonged cholinesterase inhibition. This intermediate syndrome does not respond to oxymes or atropine. Delayed sequelae. What are the delayed sequelae? Delayed peripheral neuropathy will be seen occur in 1 to 5 weeks after exposure of parathion, malathion, and trichloroquine. Symptoms are paresthesia, pain, cramps, followed by ataxia, weakness, and foot drop. It is ascending type of paralysis seen in Guillain-Barré syndrome. In delayed sequelae, the main point is the ascending type of paralysis, like Guillain-Barré syndrome, will be seen. This is the important point. What is the cause of death? The fatal dose differs from pesticide to pesticide. That means TGPP 50 mg, OMPA 80 mg, parathion 80 mg, HETP 60 mg, malathion and diazinon 1 gram oral. Fatal period, death usually occurs within 24 hours and within 10 days in those treated cases. I told you all this. And cause of death is caused due to respiratory muscle paralysis and respiratory arrest due to respiratory center fails. Intense bronchoconstriction. Late deaths are due to cardiac arrhythmias. How to diagnose that it is a organophosphorus poisonous compounds poisoning case? Estimation of cholinesterase values are confirmatory. How will you test? Heparinase blood is collected and serum is separated. Both are frozen for cholinesterase. If the RBC cholinesterase is reduced to 50% normal, reduction of plasma cholinesterase level to 50% of normal is the confirmation value of diagnosis. So cholinesterase, heparinase blood is collected in a test tube and it will be frozen and then refrigerated. The samples are tested for cholinesterase. The normal cholinesterase values are 77 to 142 in the red blood cells and 41 to 140 in the plasma. It differs. The cholinesterase levels are differs in RBC and plasma. So the plasma cholinesterase is very sensitive. Even very less dose of organophosphorus compounds, it reduces the cholinesterase levels. So the dissociation between the cholinesterase present in the RBC and the plasma is differed. Even a small dose is results the reduction of the cholinesterase level in the plasma. So you can estimate the whether it is mild or severe poisoning while testing the cholinesterase levels. Diagnosis may be confirmed by injection of atropine. How? If you give the 2 grams of atropine in a normal person, he will produce atropinization. That means mydriasis will be, dilation of the pupils will be observed. But in a case of poisoning case, even 40 mg or 1000 mg full atropinization, the meiosis will not be altered. So it is the one of the important sign of treating the organophosphorus compounds poisoning case. So how to, after diagnosis, how to treat the organophosphorus compounds poisoning case? How to treat? First, decontamination. That means spillages can be washed thoroughly with soap water. Ocular exposure will be irrigated by the saline or Ringer's lactate solution. In case of injection, gastric lavage should be used and activated charcoal can be given, but you should not be used Lipcac emesis. It is the contraindication. Emesis is contraindicated in organophosphorus compounds poisoning. Antidotes. So first you have to decontamination, stomach wash with gastric lavage and also cathartics. Emesis should not be given, and the poison is then the airway should be patent. You must see the airway should be patent. If the person is develops respiratory muscle paralysis, then the patient should be intubated and connected to the ventilator. So airway should be patent. Then you have to give the atropine sulfate. It is the very important antidote. You should not give physostigmine, endorphinium chloride, and succinylcholine. These drugs should not be given in organophosphorus compounds poisoning. What are those? Endorphinium Sysostigmine and succinylcholine should not be given. So first line of treatment is atropine. The mode of action, atropine blocks the muscarinic manifestations. Atropine affects only the postsynaptic muscarinic receptors. It has no effect on muscle paralysis. Organophosphorus compounds poisoning patients are well tolerated effects of atropine. Dry mouth, rapid pulse, dilated pupils are all will be seen while you are giving the atropine injection. Full atropination is needed to atropine can be given 40 mg per day, and also it can be 1000 milligrams can be given per day if the organophosphorus poisoning is severe. So adults 1 to 2 milligrams IV or IM, pediatric 0.05 mg, early 50 minutes until the endpoint reached. Probable indicators of endpoint, drying up of the tracheobronchial secretions. So what is the indications of full atropinization? You should be given in a case of organophosphorus compounds poisoning case, the patient should be fully atropinized. What are the indications? Drying up the tracheobronchial secretions, pupillary dilatation and tachycardia. You should not observe, you should be observed tachycardia, but even though the tachycardia develops, you need not worry while treating the organophosphorus compounds poisoning case. But the fully atropinization is important. Pupillary mydriasis is very, very important. So full atropinization is very, very important. If the tachycardia is develops more than 140 heart rate, you should be observed and treat accordingly, but you should not stop the giving of atropine injection. So you should be carefully observe the tachycardia and cardiac arrhythmias and treat accordingly. So atropinization, you can give, I told you, 40 mg, and you can also give to 1000 milligrams or 2000 milligrams of atropine for more than 2 weeks. What are the effects of overdose of atropine? Fever, warm, dry skin, inspiratory stridor, irritability, and dilated unresponsive pupils. Oh, you can observe all these effects, but you can overlook this and treat accordingly. Adverse effects of cardiac arrhythmias, and you should treat the tachycardia and cardiac arrhythmias according to the dosage adjustment of the atropine. Next line of treatment is oxymes. These oxymes are very, very important. These are pyridoxine, pyridine, 2-aldoxine, methiodide, 2-PM. Structurally, pyridoxine is 2-hydroxy aminomethyl 1-methyl pyridinum chloride, and also diacetyl monoxime. Number 2 is diacetyl monoxime, and number 3 protopan, 2-PM chloride, and pyridine aldoxine, methane sulfate, P2S. These act by competing the phosphate moiety or serine moiety of the organophosphorus compounds and neutralizes the action of organophosphorus compounds. These oxymes compete the serine moiety or phosphate moiety of the organophosphorus compounds and inactivates the organophosphorus compound poisoning. So this crosses the blood-brain. These oxymes, pyridoxine, PAM, and these other oxymes will not cross the blood-brain barrier, but DAM crosses the blood-brain barrier. It is important point. 2-pyridine, diacetyl monoxime, DAM, diacetyl monoxime crosses the blood-brain barrier and regenerate some of the CNS cholinesterase and causes the hydroxylation of the acetylcholine. So it antagonize the action of the organophosphorus compounds. Oxymes are very, very important in treating the organophosphorus poisons. Oxymes, mode of action of oxymes, usually given along with the atropine. It competes with the phosphate. I told you, dose 1 to 2 grams in 100 ml of normal saline, usually 500 mg per hour of PM in adults. Maximum dose is 12 grams in 24 hours. You should not exceed. That means 500 mg 6th hourly or 8th hourly or 4th hourly you can give, but according to the severity of the poisoning, but the maximum dose will not exceed 12 grams in 24 hours. Now, plasma concentration should be 4 milligrams the milligrams dilution should be maintained while treating the OP poisoning with oxymes. What are the supportive measures? IV fluids to replace the losses, airway patency, intubation, mechanical ventilation, treat the conversions with benzodiazepines, antibiotics to prevent preceding infections, dialysis for renal failure. Obudaxone chloride is more potent and its toxicity is more. Obudaxone is another type of oxide. What are the autopsy features of organophosphorus poisoning cases? You will observe the cardinal signs of asphyxia. What are the cardinal signs of asphyxia? You all know the three cardinal signs of asphyxia are congestion, edema, and cyanosis. These three cardinal signs will be observed in your postmortem examination. Characteristic garlicky kerosene-like odor will be observed while doing the postmortem examination of the organophosphorus compounds poisoning case, because due to the solvent, that is Aromax, froth at the mouth and nose, cyanosis of the extremities, constricted pupils will be observed. Internal congestion will be seen and petechial hemorrhages will be seen. Pulmonary edema and cerebral edema will be seen. Generalized visceral congestion will be seen. What is the prophylaxis of the organophosphorus compound? Protective clothing, rubber apron, gloves and boots while spraying these pesticides in the farms. The person should wear protective clothing. The face and hands should thoroughly wash. 2 hours of spraying per day is only enough. Is a prophylaxis therapy. 2 hours per day of spraying is important. Workers should not smoke, chew or drink while spraying. Stop spraying immediately when get allergy. Who are the risk groups? Those who are engaged in manufacturing and packing, workers of spraying, children of those who are in spraying, research workers. Suicide is common, homicide is rare. So among organophosphorus compounds, suicide is rare. Suicide is more common, homicide is rare. Then important compounds are carbamates. These are derivatives of carbonic acid. Those are generic name and brand name: Aldicar, Aldrin, Temic, carbaryl and gamma benzene hexachloride, Sabidal, and carboxylphane, Marshall, Propoxer, Vagon Bed, Thiodocarb. These are all the trade names of carbamates. These carbamates are derivatives of carbonic acid. They are also marked in the form of dust and granules and solutions. The trade names are these. The mode of action is same. These are also inhibitors of acetylcholinesterase and carboxylic esterase enzyme by a process called carbamylation instead of phosphorylation. Organophosphorus compounds inhibits the acetylcholinesterase by a process of called phosphorylation, but here these carbamates inhibits the ACHE by a process called carbamylation. This is a reversible type of process, and hence the symptoms are less severe than organophosphorus compounds and shorter duration. Carbamates are rapidly hydrolyzed by liver and liver enzymes to methyl carbonic acid. Signs. What are the signs and symptoms of carbamates? Muscarinic-like effects, same, meiosis and sinus tachycardia with ST depression and bronchospasm, secretions and acute lung injury develops, and also sludge will be seen. They differ with organophosphorus compounds by 2 ways. They will spontaneously hydrolyze from the cholinesterase enzymes site within 24 to 48 hours, and these are reversible, because as a result these are short active and less severe than organophosphates. They do not effectively penetrate into the CNS. Second point is they do not effectively penetrate into the CNS, and as such CNS toxicity is limited. The nicotinic-like effects, same, pupillary dilatation occur as a nicotinic effect, headache, dizziness, blurred vision, tremors, various peripheral neuropathies develop. Symptoms are those of organophosphorus compounds. Acute pancreatitis seen in Propoxer poisoning. This is important point as a MCQ. Acute pancreatitis is seen in Propoxer poisoning. This is one of the carbamate. Propoxer is one of the carbamate. Treatment. Atropine is the specific antidote for the carbamates treatment, because muscarine-like effects are more in carbamates. It reduces the muscle weakness, fasciculations, and paralysis of the respiratory muscles. Continuous eutrophication reduces the muscarinic effects. Next is organochlorines. Organochlorines are chlorinated organochlorines or chlorinated hydrocarbons. These are aliphatic hydrocarbons, aromatic hydrocarbons, and halogenated hydrocarbons, and cyclopropanes on alkenes. 5 groups of chlorinated hydrocarbons. One is aliphatic, aromatic, and halogenated hydrocarbons, and cyclopropanes and alkenes. So these are 4 categories of organochlorines. Number 1 is DDT and analogs, DDT and methoxychlor, and benzene hexachloride, gamma benzene hexachloride. You all know this is used in the scabies. Cyclodienes and related compounds, aldrin, dieldrin, endosulfan, and endrin. Among these, endrin is very, very important, which is called as plant penicillin. Toxophene and related compounds. These 4 categories comes under chlorinated hydrocarbons. All of these pesticides are absorbed through skin, oral, and ingestion or inhalation. Physical appearance available as dusting powders, emulsions, granules, and solutions. Uses insecticides. BHC as a scabicide and benzene hexachloride, gamma benzene hexachloride as a scabicide and pediculicide. Fatal dose DDT 15 to 30 grams, aldrin, dieldrin 2 to 6 grams. Toxicogenics or absorption through transdermally, orally, by inhalation. I told you already, metabolized slowly and found high residue levels in adipose tissue. These are metabolized mainly in adipose tissue. Mode of action: DDT and analogs alter the metabolism of serotonin, noradrenaline, and ACH. The main mode of action of these hydrocarbons are they inhibit the action or alter the action of serotonin, noradrenaline, and acetylcholine. They affect the sodium channel and sodium conductance across the neuronal membrane of the axon. These are the 2 main points of action of the hydrocarbons, chlorinated hydrocarbons. The cyclodienes and lindane inhibit the GABA-mediated chloride channels in the central nervous system. Important property is capacity to induce the drug metabolizing enzymes of the liver. These organochlorines has the capacity to induce the drug metabolizing enzymes in the liver. What are the clinical features? Acute poisoning. In GID, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain. CNS symptoms are headache, vertigo, tremors, ataxia. Other systems: fever, pneumonitis, renal failure. Organochlorines passes through the placenta and also found in breast milk. Important point is organochlorines or hydrocarbons passes through the placenta and also found in breast milk. Chronic poisoning, cumulative effects are weight loss, tremors, ataxia, abnormal mental challenges, oligospermia, tendency to leukemias. Diagnosis: abdominal radiograph reveals radiopaque organochlorines by gas chromatography detected in serum, adipose tissue, and urine. Treatment: decontamination, oils orally are contraindicated. While treating the hydrocarbons poisoning, oils should not be given as a demulcent. So anticonvulsants like phenytoin, sodium can be given. Respiratory depression, hypotension, and electrolyte imbalance should be corrected. Cholestyramine is effective in enhancing the excretion. So among these hydrocarbons, endrin is the important, which is called as a plant penicillin, and it is a polycyclic polychlorinated hydrocarbon. It belongs to cyclodiene insecticides. It is a stereoisomer of dieldrin, soluble in aromatic hydrocarbons and ketones. Taste is bitter, melts at 245 degrees centigrade. It is also called plant penicillin of its broad spectrum activity against various insect pests. Trade names of endrin: endrin WE16, endox DB50, entox EC20, endrex tafdrin. It is used as paste dust diluted with inert clays. What are the signs and symptoms of endrin poisoning? Begin with 1 to these signs and symptoms are begins with 1 to 6 hours. Those are salivation, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, dyspnea, hoarseness of voice, coughing, and froth from the mouth and nose, headache, giddiness, restlessness, irritability, dilated pupils, incoordination, ataxia, mental confusion, tremors, generalized tonic-clonic convulsions, coma, and death due to respiratory system failure. Chronic poison is Poisoning. Cumulative poisoning characterized by weakness, weight loss, ataxia, tremors, mental confusion, oligospermia, leukemia, aplastic anemia, and liver cancer. One of the more important signs and symptoms of organophosphorus poisoning is oligospermia. Fatal dose 5 to 6 grams, fatal period of 1 to many hours according to the quantity and the route of consumption. It is important. If the quantity is more, the symptoms appear very early, and the route of absorption, inhalation is more rapid than ingestion. Then order of symptoms occurs rapidity is inhalation and ingestion and transdermal. Treatment: decontamination, gastric lavage. Stomach is evacuated with emetics or cathartics. Activated charcoal can be given. Cholestyramine is the important in treating the enterine poisoning. It is a non-absorbable bile acid binding anion exchange resin, which increases the fecal excretion of the enterine. So, what is the action of cholestyramine is it binds and it enhances the fecal excretion of the enterine poison. No specific antidote for this poison. Maintain airway, adequate airway, and the mental state is altered. If the mental state altered, give dextrose and naloxone and thiamine, and control convulsions with diazepam and other sedatives. These are all the treatment. Postmortem appearances are the mouth and stomach contains smell of kerosene. Signs of asphyxia are present. Enterine resists putrefaction and can be detected in the viscera sometime after death. Enterine resists putrefaction. That means it inhibits the putrefaction, and the speed of rate of putrefaction is inhibited by the enterine, which can be detected in the viscera sometime after death. Circumstance of poisoning is suicide is more common by ingestion of enterine. Homicide is rare. Accidental deaths are rare while spraying the enterine in the farms. Paraquat. Another important poisonings, organophosphorus poisoning is that means these poisonings are paraquat or diquat. It is a bipyridinium compound used as weed killer and herbicide. Trade name is gramoxone and Vidal. You are all heard, well familiar with this gramoxone. For horticulture, used as brown granules called Vidal. Gulical kinase antar kada, ade paraquat. It is highly poisonous substance, and it has very morbid mortality rate is high of this paraquat or diquat poisoning. Action: it undergoes reduction dependent on NADPH and forms free radical. That means it undergoes nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate dependent reduction to form the free radical, which reacts with the molecular oxygen to reform the action and produces superoxide and free radical of hydroxyl and superoxygen. These super radical of oxygen and hydroxyl disrupt the cellular function and structure and causes the cell death. So the action of paraquat is very important. Paraquat undergoes a nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate dependent reduction to form the free radical, which reacts with the molecular oxygen to reform the cation and produces superoxide free radical and hydroxyl radical. These free radical of oxygen and hydroxyl radical disrupts the cellular function and structure and cell death. This is the main action of paraquat poisoning. What is the absorption and excretion? Through GI tract, inhalations, transdermal and eye contact, 5 to 10% is absorbed and the rest is excreted through feces, found in kidneys, lungs and muscles. 90% of the paraquat is excreted unchanged in the urine. Fatal dose 3 to 5 grams, fatal period 2 to 7 days. What are the signs and symptoms of paraquat or diquat poisoning? Ingestion of more than 50 milligrams per kg will kill within 3 days. Irritation and inflammation of the skin, nails, cornea, conjunctiva, and nasal mucosa will be seen. Corrosion and oropharyngeal ulceration is the important sign of paraquat poisoning. Corrosive, it is having a corrosive effect, which corrodes the oropharyngeal ulceration. mucous membrane of the oropharynx and causes ulceration. Nausea, vomiting, hematemesis will be developed. Diarrhea, dysphagia, and perforations will be seen. Oliguria, renal failure due to acute tubular necrosis. Cough, pneumoptysis, dyspnea, and fibrosis. Pancreatitis will be seen. Centrilobular hepatic necrosis and cholestasis. What is the important hepatic changes are centrilobular hepatic necrosis and cholestasis will be seen. Cardiac arrhythmias and heart block shock will be seen in the paraquat or diquat poison. Cerebral edema, convulsions, and coma, retinal insufficiency due to necrosis. Early changes of bone marrow shows polymorphonuclear leukocytosis. Late changes is anemia. What is the cause of death in a case of paraquat poisoning? Multi-organ failure is the important cause of death. Perforation of esophagus and mediastinitis due to the corrosive effect of the paraquat. Diagnosis: chest X-ray shows fatty infiltration. Plasma paraquat level can be assayed by spectroscopy and radioimmunoassay. Urine paraquat level by spectrophotometry. Renal function tests, liver function tests, and pulmonary function tests should be monitored. What is the treatment of paraquat or diquat poisoning? Stomach wash within 1 hour of ingestion. Emetics and cathartics are contraindicated. This is the important. Emetics and cathartics are contraindicated in a case of paraquat poisoning. 1 liter of 15 to 30% Fuller's earth is used. Fuller's earth, I told you the constituents of the Fuller's earth while telling the general consideration of the poisonings. Activated charcoal can be used. Hemodialysis within 12 hours of ingestion if renal failure occurs. Analgesics for pain relief. Symptomatic according to the management of all symptoms. Symptomatic treatment and supportive treatment will be given. Postmortem appearances of paraquat poisoning: ulceration around lips, mouth, and oropharynx. Kidney shows cortical necrosis. Rapid death is due to hepatorenal failure. Late death is due to ARDS and shows necrosis and formation of hyaline membrane. Lungs shows fibrosis. Stomach shows erosions and patchy hemorrhages. Liver shows mottled fatty changes and necrosis. This is the important. Hyaline membrane shows the presence of hyaline membrane and fibrosis is the important feature in the lungs. Pyrethroids and pyrethroids. These are the extracts of the chrysanthemum plant. You know all pyrethroids are synthetic analogs and used for repellents of insects. That means mosquito repellents. The pyrethroids are used as mosquito repellents. You all know the knockout, all those mosquito repellents are pyrethroids. So these are extracts of the chrysanthemum plant. Esters of pyrethric and chrysanthemic acids. Pyrethrin 1 and pyrethrin 2 are most potent insecticides. Pyrethroids are synthetic analogs and used as knockout and repellents of insects. Chemical names: electrin, brand name Jet Mats, Goodnight Mats, All Out, Vegan Mats, etc. Pyrethrum, tortoise, mosquito coils, all those are these pyrethroids. Uses: household insect repellents and insecticides. Pyrethrum extract is used for treatment of pediculosis of the scalp. Fatal dose 1 mg per kg body weight. Mode of action: 2 types of pyrethroids. One, do not contain cyano group is first type of pyrethroids. This is the example is pyromethrin. Contain a cyano group. Example: delta methrin, cypermethrin, phenopromethrin, etc. are these 2 types of pyrethroids. First type contains no cyano group and second one contains cyano group. Like DDT, these inactivate sodium channel by binding with it. The action of pyrethroids is inactivation of the sodium channel by binding it. Type 2 are more potent in this and inhibit the GABA mediated inhibitory chloride channel. Though cyano group, the pyrethroids which contain cyano group are more potent, inhibitors of sodium channel. What are the clinical features of pyrethroids and pyrethrins? Skin contact, dermatitis, blistering due to allergens like glycoproteins and glycopeptides. Eye contact, severe corneal damage and resolve with conservative therapy. Inhalation, rhinorrhea, sore throat, wheezing and dyspnea. pneumonitis, and eosinophilia. Ingestion in large doses produce paresthesia, nausea, vomiting, vertigo, fasciculations of the muscles, hyperthermia, altered mental status, seizures and coma, hypotension and tachycardia associated with anaphylactic shock. Severe poisoning results in marked adrenal activation with increases in adrenal and noradrenal secretions. How to diagnose the pyrethrin poisoning? Serum cholic esterase levels are normal. ECG shows ST changes, sinus tachycardia, and ventricular premature beats will be seen. Treatment: stomach wash should be given, gastric lavage and activated charcoal should be given. Allergic manifestations are treated with anti-allergens like antihistamines and adrenaline. Oils and fats are avoided. Bronchospasm with bronchodilators, seizures by anticonvulsants, and also supportive measures and symptomatic treatment. The aluminum phosphate and zinc phosphate, I dealt these two poisons while dealing with inorganic irritant poisoning. I told you these aluminum phosphate, but here in our textbook these are given in agricultural poisonings. So I have already told you the aluminum phosphate poisoning and zinc phosphate poisoning. So with this, I complete. I hope you are well aware of this agriculture poisonings or chemical poisonings. Among those agricultural poisonings, organophosphorus compounds are very, very important, and enbrine and paraquat are important. Organochlorines, among organochlorines, enbrine and paraquat is important. These can be given in your examinations point of view. Sludges, sludge makeup as short notes or ultra short notes question. So next, in your assessment examination, I will give you the MCQs from organic irritant poisons animals. In that, I will give the MCQ questions and be prepared and write the examination. All the best. Thank you. Thank you, children. Are you understand? Please tell.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand this?
Yes, sir.
Because it is important.
I